Welcome to Muvrs Connect Live. Hello, everybody. We are here. It is Thursday, July the 23rd. Anybody else surprised by how quick the days are going? It is crazy. Now, this is our episode 5, and if you've been with us for the ride, we really enjoy you coming. We hope that you're learning something new. We hope that you're having fun. We're hoping that you're getting ready to join us when we get active, because being active is something that helps not only your mood, but attitude. It helps. I don't know what that says, but it helps your mood, your attitude. It helps, just you be able to the best life, enjoy it, and be able to share things with others in a better space than you started. Now, I decided to do something cool, guys. I've been on this whole shirt making kick, and so this is my new one. I don't know if you can see it, but yes, there is one word there. But if you look at the whole thing, it's a smile more, guys. We can use a little bit more smiling. I know life is crazy. It's a lot going on. And, smiling, it helps you with, not only does it help you with, your face and people, you looking better and feeling better and just being able to, have a better, more friendly disposition. It actually has been proven to help you with your mood as well. And better moods influence circumstances. Little things help. So today I'm excited. We have a great guest coming on in just a little bit. But before we bring her on, I want to talk about 2 things that we're going to be doing, guys. We talk about our 2 spotlights. And one spotlight is going to be, today we're going to spotlight another fruit. Last week it was, blueberries. And today our spotlight is going to be lemons. Yes, lemon may be one of the most popular fruits because, who doesn't like lemonade? And during the summer, it's like the perfect thing, right? So why are lemons wonderful? Here are a few things, guys. Obviously, everybody knows about the whole vitamin C. But did you know it has potassium and calcium? Everybody likes to, look at those milk commercials and the cows and all that stuff. But check out lemons, guys. It actually helps as well with when it's really hot. It kind of helps to, make you feel a lot more cooler and stuff too. But that's not the main other benefits. It helps you with treating colds, helps you with flus, as well as cough. If you got something in the back of your throat, and, give it everything going on around and spreading. I'm not saying it's a cure for anything, but it definitely will help you feel better. And so, get some more lemons in your life, guys. Go ahead and put in the comment section some new ways that you think you can add lemons into your day. Even, everything is great when it's just by itself, but, eating it, you can manage it. But, desserts are wonderful too. Lemon bar is one of my favorite, and then meringue pie too, for those who care about me and know that my birthday will be here soon. Okay, so that's our spotlight fruit for the day. And our next spotlight is on 2 things that we want to give as encouragement, guys. And so, today in our conversation with K.o.u.r.t.n.e.y.b, we're going to be talking about a lot of different things. But one of the things that we can always add to our, our life and the things that's going to help us to improve as just human and just our personal journey is being limitless, right? Limitless. Now, when I say it, it sounds like one word, but I'm thinking about it in a whole nother way. In 2 words, limit and less. So when we limit less, guys, in the 2-word style, we want to think about different things that we sometimes subconsciously, put on ourselves. Like, how do we limit ourselves? Do we not think that we are able to do all the things that we set out to do? Do we think that, other people are holding us back? Do we think that, if you did something a certain kind of way, it would influence the way other people feel about you? Do you feel like some of the activities that you do with your life are in the way of some of the things that you like to be doing? And so I like to offer this thought: limit less. We are able to do a lot more when we put our minds in this position of thinking about our abilities and opening up ourselves to something new, Not saying just run out there, jump off a cliff because, you wonder if it's going to be great. No, gravity is still a factor. But let's just think about how we can limit ourselves less to become, limitless, ultimately the one word version. So today our spotlight thought is limitless. So maybe think about 2 or 3 things that you think is limiting you in your life, and ways that you can, do different things to change that. I mean, I've heard people do different things like the yes challenge. I'm not encouraging you to say yes to everything that happens in your life, for a day or 24 hours or 3 days or whatever the case is. But consider limiting, taking more limits off and see what happens, and let us know if that's changed anything or it has caused things to change in your life. So that's my 2 spotlights for the day. We're always here about promoting health and different ways of doing that. And so I'm going to bring in my guest, guys. So Courtney, if you are here, come on out and let's have a great conversation. All right, you guys.
Hey.
So we have Courtney B here, guys. Courtney Brackens. This is a friend of mine I've had forever, literally. And, I was so excited to bring her on the show because Courtney has so many things that she does that's amazing. So hi, Courtney. How are you today?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. It's nice and bright and sunshiny out here. And, it's one of those things that's like, the beginning of the day. It just feels like it's so much opportunity available. So
exactly.
So you heard my 2 spotlights. Tell me what your favorite thing to do is with lemons. So lemons, is a spotlight fruit for the day. So how do you like your lemons?
With lemon, let's see. What do I like with lemon? Sometimes I like to add my lemon to water because I don't really drink a lot of juice. And sometimes, with just drinking water can get a little boring sometimes. And I'm not really a fan of, a lot of those like carbonated waters. So I like to, exactly. And they have a lot of those artificial sugars and sweeteners. And, so what I like to do with lemon is add it to my water. So it just gives you that extra bit of, flavor.
It does. No, that's a great suggestion, guys. Go ahead and try that lemon water. And I like to add that different things that I do, like, when I'm out and about. Because sourness is amazing. I just like the taste of that sourness. And I mean, you get all the benefits of lemon and water at the same time.
Right.
Wonderful. And, the second thing was, the thought about being limitless. So, I mean, I feel like that works perfectly for some of the stuff that you are into. Guys, some things that we're going to talk about today, because Courtney is one of those people that, like, she just loves life. And the way that she's passionate about life, it comes out in various ways. And 2 of the things that, we're going to talk about today is she has a passion for outreach and doing mission work. And, it's such a beautiful thing. So tell me a little bit about, like your mission journey. Like, how long have you been doing mission work and what got you started?
So I've been doing mission work for about 17 years now. And I got started when I went to Oakwood and it started. So so it started there. I took my first mission trip to Zambia and
I get to share now. We used to do this. But now it's like this. I mean, I don't really know. I don't know. But
so 2003 I took my first mission trip, and after that it was history. I was just so into it, and I'm a person that loves to travel. So not only was it obviously about the travel, but I love helping people, and that's just something that I've continued to do every year. I take a mission trip, and so that's one of my biggest passions right now. So
that's amazing. Now, I think this is the thing that, I find to be so, like, amazing because, I think a lot of times when people consider like mission and mission work and that kind of thing, they have like a box type of thought about like what that entails. And, they think they're going to be, I don't know, like digging mud all day, or, you know what I mean? There's a lot of things that people are afraid of as far as like, just different things that, just being exposed to things that they're not used to. And so Can you talk a little bit about like, because, our platform here is like just getting into like, yeah, promoting health and well-being and just like, making it count and whatever, you know, thing that you're doing. And so
Right.
like, can you talk to me a little bit about like the variety of things that like, I guess are people don't expect to do when it comes to like mission work? Like, what are some of the like creative things? I know you come in and you do things that have to do with like, medical and healing and bringing healing to people. But what are some of the things that people would be surprised to hear about?
Sure. So with this particular group that I go with, Maranatha Volunteers International,
Yeah.
with each mission, there are different, I guess, aspects of the trip that you can get involved in. For example, there is the vacation Bible school or working with the children. There's the construction aspect of it where you can help either build a church or build a school. And then, of course, there's the medical slash dental aspect of it, where if you're interested in that, the health and wellness portion of it, you can get involved in that. So if you're someone that does
Wow.
like to be in the mud or get dirty, you can do the construction. If you're someone that wants to work with the
There's an
kids,
option for that too.
yeah. If you want
Mm-hmm.
to stay clean, a little cleaner, and work with the kids, you can do that. Or
That's not your thing, that's your thing.
yeah. So there's so many aspects to the mission field, that you can get involved in. And so when I first started, well, when I got more into doing mission work, I started off doing like construction, and then I slowly
Mm-hmm.
transitioned into doing like more of the health and wellness slash medical portion of it. And having
Yes.
studied medicine, that was really my passion. And so within, I guess, over the last 3 or 4 years, I want to say, that's when I focused more of my mission and what I like to do on the medical health and wellness portion of it.
That's awesome. I don't know what's
Yeah.
going on here. Stop moving. Oh, there you go. There you go. I just had like a little bit of a hesitation there, but you're back.
Oh,
But yeah, that's wonderful, and I think that's like a big deal. Like when it comes to just people getting to understand that there are a variety of ways that people can get involved. Because I
right.
think one of the things that like fear is horrible. You know what I mean? Like I tend to subscribe to the Bible. I know you do too, but
Yeah.
fear. It says fear. God has not given us a spirit of fear. You know what I mean? I
Right.
know there are things that we should be mindful of, and I think that when it comes to it, we're talking about being limitless. Like sometimes we get in a position of like not wanting to step outside of our comfort zone because it's
Right.
familiar. You know what I mean?
Right.
But in that same sense, like, can you talk about some of the opportunities, like some of the things that you've experienced, and being able to like step out of the country and try something different? Like, what are the positive things that you can share?
Well, one thing that I really love in regards to helping with like the medical slash health portion of it is that the people that we come in contact with are, they live in these very remote places. And so they don't have
Mm-hmm.
access to medical care.
Right.
And you see a lot of, you know, uh, conditions in these individuals that are otherwise preventable here in the United States, or if not preventable,
Right.
manageable. For example, high blood pressure, diabetes.
Uh,
And so when you can go over there and teach these people how to sort of shift their diet and their level of exercise to help prevent or manage these conditions, it gives you such a great feeling. And so
awesome.
it's like, sure, you can prescribe medication for high blood pressure or diabetes, but in the long run, it's more about being able to manage and sort of get rid of these health problems
Yeah.
through diet, and
Right.
movement and overall lifestyle. So, and they're just so grateful. And when you walk away knowing that you've made that, big of an impact on someone's life in terms of giving them the gift of health and, good health moving forward, I mean, it's no greater joy than that. You know what I mean? So
Sure. Sure.
it's,
Wow.
yeah,
That's amazing. And here's the thing too. Like, I mean, all of that is like valuable. Like, not only just across the country, but like here too. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I've been on this side of it, for some years now, and so I've seen like I don't know. Maybe I don't know if it's because of just the way that our culture is set up, and maybe because it's the idea of westernized medicine or whatever the case is. Like when people tell you like that, like for example, exercise can help you literally, live longer. It can help you with longevity and reduce diseases. People are still like, yeah, I'm tired. Oh,
Yeah.
like I don't want to, or oh, whatever. Or same thing, like if you tell people like food is medicine, which it
Right.
is. There's so many chapters that can be written on that. Like people are just kind of like, but I like this, or I could just go to the fast food and just run in there and go
Yeah.
to and get whatever I want. But like
And then,
the value of just being able to share simple things like to people who may not have as much access to convenience is like,
right.
do you find the same thing as far as like their uptake and their ability to actually like take it in and try it? Like how do you find the differences?
Well, I mean, they're obviously very receptive to the
Uh,
information that we have to give them. I mean, because part of the group comes there to build the school. So of course, or the church. And of course, they're very excited about that. But a lot of these people have so many health problems that they're dealing with that when we are able to shed any type of light on their condition, they are
yeah,
so receptive to wanting to, suck it all in and just do whatever it takes to sort of
yeah,
help, you know, help sort of kind of like diminish any type of symptoms or ailments that they're experiencing. And so, for example, I just got back from the Ivory Coast not too long ago, and a
wow,
lot of the people
so
had,
amazing. Like, oh, that's so amazing. I know it's like, like I don't want to say it's on the list of like every black person to go to Africa once, but like you should, right? Like you should.
I mean,
Okay.
it's a place like no other. It's my favorite place to be. I know. I mean, it's a
Wow.
beautiful continent. Yeah,
Wow.
but having gone to the Ivory Coast, recently, a lot of the
Okay.
people we did blood pressure screenings. A lot of people had high blood pressure,
Wow. Wow.
and
Wow.
they had diabetes and a lot of these different ailments. And so I had the opportunity to sort of get up and talk to them about, the importance of movement and, exercise and eating vegetables and decreasing salt intake and eating fruits and all that stuff. And, the importance of drinking water and being
Yes.
outside. And so they loved it. They loved it. They
Awesome.
were so grateful.
Wow. It's that's amazing. And I mean, here's the thing, like I think sometimes we take for granted like obviously, I know you spend a lot of time, with your education and studying to be able to, you have the background knowledge and resources, but like the thing is like is that necessary? For example, I guess what I'm speaking to is people who go, well, I don't have a lot of skills that I can take, or I'm not, valuable enough, or like is that a hindrance when it comes to like offering like your time and your effort?
Not at all. Not at all. Because, I mean, um, for example, the schools and the churches that we build, no one is what is it, a mason or works in construction. I mean, I've never
Right. It
built
has like
a school
things
before.
like that, what
Yeah.
I
And so now
mean?
it's like you can find me out there helping to build a school. And there are people
That's
that, don't
awesome.
have a medical background or don't have you know, don't have a career in the health field that can help as well. And so, I mean, I know a lot of people know the importance of diet and exercise. And so that little bit of information goes a long way,
Wow.
in terms of being able to affect these people's lives.
hmm And I mean, that's something I think sometimes when it comes to, like, I know we all go through different things, you know what I mean? And life can be, I mean, life here is not always easy, especially now, given the whole, conditions and, maybe traveling right now outside the U.S. may not be, it may take some extra advisement on that. I am so not the expert on that, but, I guess what it comes down to is like I've done, for example, I've done mission work. I've gotten to go out of the country and do mission work one time, and it was pretty amazing. The short version was it was kind of like a mixed like graduation gift from like when I finished my master's slash like outreach to just try something different. And so I went on this thing called Cruise with the Mission. And what we did was we had 3 different components. I know you mentioned quite a few, but our 3 different components were like helping with you can choose to do something with medical, dental. You can choose to do something with like, helping with, construction or building. And the other one was like a prayer team, just walking wherever town that we stopped at to do like prayer walks, And we went to, so we did cruising while we were cruising, which, that is obviously a fun part. But then every time we stopped, we did mission work for like the entire day. So we did, Guatemala, Mexico, and Belize. And like the experiences were like amazing. Like literally, for Belize, for example, we literally took, and it took some work as far as them coordinating with individuals with the city before we came in, the country, the state, country, province. But geography is not my thing. But like they had it so that they turned one of their big auditoriums into like a clinic, and
wow.
like for like the whole day. And so people were like, lined up outside, and we had different stations where they were able to get literally like teeth extracted, like, medical check-ins. I mean, no one was doing surgeries or anything like that. But just like the value of like bringing the little things that we were able to do was like, my goodness, like there are a lot of people who can use this whatever, you know what I mean? And even some of the stuff that we took over were like basic things, like, I'm not going to go down the list of it, but like we took basic things over, and like people waited all day just to come in, you know what I mean? Like all day. And it's those things where it's like, not to just say like, we forget how good we have it, but just to say that like, the little things that you may think is like, okay, well, I sacrificed a whole week of my life to do this, is like, but you help to be impactful for God knows how many people with like little effort they can feel, for the rest of their lives. Like, like, what, if you had value issues before, like, you know what I mean? Like it does something. I don't know. Tell me your experience. Like when you help other people, like I know that it sounds great because, maybe your parent told us that was something we should do, but like, am I the only person that feels like you benefit from it yourself?
No, of course not. I mean, when we went to the Ivory Coast, and then we went to Kenya not too long ago, these people, they are so receptive to what you have to say. I mean, just by me telling them the importance of, getting exercise and eating a proper diet and managing like diabetes and hypertension and everything. They were so grateful. I mean, these people have nothing, but they were so grateful that at the end of our time there, they came bringing like these beautiful African cloths and bracelets and to give us, and it's like what I may consider something small was so big, because that little health information can help shift their life going forward in terms of managing, these ailments they've been suffering from.
Wow.
So you definitely benefit from it. I mean, and I would really encourage everyone, if you have the opportunity, to take at least one mission trip. I mean, it will change your life. I mean, it really will. And you see things so differently. It's amazing.
Yeah, perspective is everything. You know what I mean? Like it's amazing how it's like seeing something different like changes it, and it'll stay with you forever. Like for example, I went on the mission trip I went on was like 2008, and I know I'm due for another one. I am due for another one soon because we really had it ended up being a great time. Like it really was. But like one of the experiences I'll share too that like oh man, it changed the way that I guess view like gratitude and just kind of like being outside of the box, the U.S. box, and like having a worldview, I guess is a better term for it. When we got to Guatemala, we were told that there are different things that were happening, and I wanted to continue with the medical team, but like they needed people because, like, Spanish is one of the primary languages there. They needed people who knew how to speak some Spanish to be able to help at one of the orphanages that they were going to be doing some construction work with, right? And so they weren't really, they didn't have a lot of details about like everything with it as far as like what it will all entail, but like, typical things like painting, maybe cleaning, maybe, put a few things up, but nothing serious, you know what I mean? So, yeah, so I know some Spanish. I'm from LA, friends from all over the place. And, actually a good friend of mine I grew up with, his parents, his dad spoke primarily Spanish. But he would always talk to me in Spanish, and I'd be like, okay, I know you know English, like, come on, but he'd only talk to me in Spanish. So, like, I have a little bit of an ear for it, So,
yeah.
And all of that to say, like, when they needed a few people, I was like, well, I could do what I can,
Right.
Maybe it was two people who actually spoke Spanish and English fluently. So we get there, and while we were setting up to kind of, like, do some of the stuff in the build situation, there were like a host of kids there. Like, I thought maybe the kids would be somewhere else and we were just going to do this while they were out. It was maybe like 50, 60 kids.
Wow.
Who had the expectation that we would be doing a kids program. So we were like, oh, okay. Like, now I've always kind of, loved kids. I have like a million nieces and nephews. And I love to like joke around and play with them and stuff like that. But it was like a full day and I don't speak like a whole lot of Spanish. But literally from maybe, let's say, 10 to about like 6 p.m. with the little Spanish that I knew. And thankfully, I learned a whole lot of Spanish songs in high school. Literally, we had the kids singing all day. And I think we may have had like 2 scissors. And it was around December. So like for the entire day, like the kids were like overly excited and like they connected to the fact that we did like the songs. And then as a craft activity, you may have had, I don't know, we just happened to have crayons, maybe like, I don't know, 24 pack, like 2 or 3 24 packs of crayons for 60 kids. And when I tell you, Courtney, the like looks on their faces when like we came up with the idea to do, like snowflakes, because I mean, we don't have that much. We had paper, we had like 2 scissors and like maybe 48 crayons all together. Do you know, like those kids literally, we were in a church and the kids lined up just for the opportunity to have, like, they colored their, shared the colors amongst themselves, 48 colors among like 60 some kids. And then when it got time to cut, like, the little snow thing, they literally waited in line. Nobody complained, nobody jumped, nobody was like upset, hurry up, why are you taking so long? Like, they waited just to have their thing cut out. And like that was the entire day. I like never seen anything like that in my life. Like,
see,
and they were so happy, and I'm like, where does this happen? Where does this happen?
Yeah, see, it doesn't take much because it's like, they don't have anything. And so when they see people from the US coming over there, they're already intrigued. But when they see that you're making that connection to like help them or better their life or, be involved with them, they appreciate it so much.
Yeah.
And I find that with every country that I've gone to, on a mission trip, and it like just like your experience, it's like I experienced the same thing.
That's amazing. Like, if you guys saw the promo for today's show, I know you guys are like, man, intrigued by that picture. That picture was amazing. And where were you on the picture?
That
one
was
ladies, I believe, somewhere in Africa.
Yeah, that was in Kenya, and those were the Samburu women, and they lived way, way, way out. And so we went to do like a medical clinic out there, and it was amazing.
Wow.
It was amazing. Yeah. I mean, it was something that you would only see on like the National Geographic channel. These beautiful women with these beautiful, and the necklaces.
Amazing. Yeah, the colors were like amazing.
Yeah, I mean, it was amazing.
Wow. Yeah. Now, I know, you've been doing this over 10, 15 years or so. So I don't expect you to remember every, but can you just kind of go down the list of some of the places you've gone to? I'm just curious. I think it's interesting.
Zambia, India, Mozambique, Uruguay, Panama, Ivory Coast, Kenya, let's see, Honduras, Brazil, Olivia.
Ah,
Yeah, those are just ones that I can
that's
remember off
amazing.
the top of my
No,
head.
that's amazing. And like,
Zambia
yeah, Zambia, that's amazing.
and Ivory Coast.
And Ivory Coast, yes,
Yeah.
that's amazing. Like those are things that you see on the globe, and you go, "Wow, I wonder what they're doing there." Like you literally can say what happens in these different places. Like,
It's
man,
amazing.
for like your ministry, and I've always like one of my favorite quotes. It comes from what's his face? Come on, brain. Gandhi. Yes, Gandhi. He's one of my favorite people. And like the quote that I really like is like, "Be the change that you want to see in the world." You know.
Yes.
So I
I
think
love that quote.
yeah, isn't it amazing? Like it's just like the power of one. I think oftentimes we think like we need a whole team to be able to like make an impact, and
Yeah.
just like the value of one who like comes up with an idea that